That's what
They reprinted it relatively recently, but it was only in soft.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, that whole box, because I see some goodies in there. $4.99. Oh, I'm so happy, dude. I can't believe she's not here today. Like, I am shocked. Did you ever read Percy Jackson? Those books were bomb. Let's see what else we got in here. Super Mario 64. Just gonna get that, probably. You can't see it through. No, Percy Jackson, like he was like a Greek god or something like that. The Greek demigods or something. I read them as a kid and I fucking love them. So let's see. So I'm. Alright, so this is actually a pickup from a coworker I have at work. I paid $50 for everything, but it was mostly for 2 games, which you can see one of them, but the other one is the pickup of the week. It's a PlayStation 2 with a couple of games, some pretty solid ones, and then a couple of Wii games, but not the system, but he's going to bring that to me tomorrow because he forgot about it. I paid $50 for everything, and I'll show you guys what I got. Alright, so here is everything that won't be making it to the recap portion of the video. This is everything that I've sold over the course of the month that I've found. And yeah, got some pretty good stuff. Starting off with Wii Fit Plus Factory Sealed. This game I sold for, I think it was $18.50. Actually, the day before I found this, I was actually watching, I think it was a Chase After the Right Price video, and he basically said to watch out for this game sealed, because you can make, you know, anywhere from 15 to 20 bucks. And I actually put this on eBay, and it sold overnight, so definitely not a bad find right there for $5. And then we have Metal Gear Solid. This is actually my copy. The copy I found at Goodwill was an upgrade for me. However, both were complete in box, and both discs were decent, but, you know, not in the greatest of shape. But I sold this for $17.50, so not a bad profit right there after paying only $3 for it. And then up next we have Super Mario 64 DS. Paid $4 for this after 20% off, sold it for $12.50. Small little profit right there. And another thing I sold for $12.50 is Super Mario Galaxy, complete in box, pretty good shape. The reason why I do everything in like $12.50, $17.50, stuff like that, is because after like eBay and PayPal's cut and shipping usually rounds out to be about $3.50 taken from that original eBay price. So that's pretty much how I do all my listings, so that way I can have like an even number of profit. Well, roughly even, but yeah, that was everything for that month. Let's move on to the recap. Alright, these are my pickups for the month. Like last month, there weren't a whole lot of days where I found things, but on the days I did find things, I got some really good stuff. And
Again, the reason behind that is because I have just been working mornings nonstop, so I'm never able to go to the Goodwill when they restock. So it's been unfortunate. However, I still managed to make do, especially with my pickup from the coworker I had teased a little bit. Really good pickup for only 50 bucks. I'll show you guys everything at the end. But for now, let's just move on to the Goodwill pickups. So, the first pickup got some pretty good stuff. We got a couple of PlayStation 1 games, nothing special. Cool Borders 3 and Tomb Raider, which I was surprised I actually didn't have. $2 each for those. And then we got Ride, a PS4 game that's surprisingly worth like 15 to 20 bucks. It is as complete as it can get for a PS4 game. And then this is a pretty cool find. Michael Jackson, The Experience. I've seen a couple of these at the Goodwill in the past couple of months, and they usually go for about 10, 15 bucks each. However, this one had the glove. Now, the glove makes it a bit more valuable. I think it jumps the price, like open. I've seen the glove go for like with the game anywhere between like 15 to 20 bucks, but sealed probably around like 25 bucks. I'm gonna list this for 25, see what I could get from it. I was debating keeping it or not because, I mean, honestly, this is just really kind of cool to have, but I know I'll probably never play this game, so it's definitely getting sold. And the next find, this was a really nice find. I was really happy with these. As you guys know, I love the GameCube, and I've been searching for these for a long time, and I was shocked to see them at Goodwill. For $6 each, we got two Spice Orange GameCube controllers. Now, unfortunately, you can see one of them, the plastic is missing, and they're both, they're both, like, solid in terms of responsiveness. This one right here, I actually have a buddy of mine who fixes GameCube controllers, who swaps out the sticks with other GameCube controllers, so I'm gonna give this to him to fix up, and I should have two really nice Spice Orange GameCube controllers. Those easily go for anywhere between like 35 to 45 bucks each. So for $6 each, that is an incredible deal right there. Now for the next really nice find. Now, I didn't actually get any of this stuff when they stocked. Unfortunately, like I said, I've been working mornings, and I usually head over to Goodwill after I'm off, but by that time, the resellers get to stuff, or, I'm just a little too late. However, this day, it was a Saturday, and he only stocks, like, every other Saturday, so I know, like, most, like, resellers and game hunters don't really go to this Goodwill on Saturdays, so I was very lucky to be here. These were, like, an hour or so after he had stocked it, and they were just sitting there. I was really lucky. We got a whole bunch of really nice Dreamcast games, and none of these games I actually own. They were all kind of like uncommon games that I don't really see too often. So, first up we have Trick Style. This was the only one that was missing the manual, thank goodness. Then we got House of the Dead 2, WWF Royal Rumble, and Pen Trilsalon. It's like a racing game. A very strange, weird game. I've never heard of this game. Unfortunately, only like a $15 to $20 game. Draconis, Cult of the Worm. And then the two best games, Street Fighter Alpha 3. This is like a $35, $40 game right here. And Caution Seaman. I'm very excited to have this. Unfortunately, no microphone in sight. I looked and looked all over, and for the next couple of days, just nothing showed up. So, if I want to play this, I'll have to buy the microphone online or trade for it or something like that. But I definitely do want to play it because this is, one of the weirdest games ever made, as a lot of you know. It's just very strange and Japanese, really. So I'm really happy I found this. With the microphone, that goes for like 50 to 60 bucks. And then we got a couple of loose DS games for $5 each. Well, 4 after 20% off. DK Jungle Climber, and the best game for sure, Zelda Spirit Tracks. Just loose cart, this is like a $25, $30 game, so really excited to have this and give it a playthrough. I hear it's a pretty uncommon and like underrated Zelda game, so very, very nice score right there. That whole day I was just very happy because that was just some really good stuff. And now the final, I guess you could say like thrift store find, even though it's definitely not a thrift store find, Walmart. There's actually a little bit of a story behind this. Radiant Historia, Perfect Chronology, for 15 bucks. This was on clearance. However, for the longest time, I think it was like 3 months, this was sitting in clearance for 30 bucks. And I wasn't gonna pay 30 bucks for it. I was hoping that maybe no one would buy it and then it would eventually go down. And I was right. So for 15 bucks, that's a very, very nice price for this game. Very happy to own it. Very fun game. I actually played it for quite a bit. Really fun. Now, my pickup from my coworker. Basically, this was all 50 bucks. Like I said in the video, he was going to give me a Wii. However, he still hasn't given it to me yet, which I'm fine with, you know. I already have a Wii. Basically, everything I have, I'm gonna sell and give him a portion of the money. I told him I was willing to just give him everything that I sold it for. But he told me he wanted me to take, you know, at least like a 20% cut for like selling everything for him. So I was grateful for that. That, like, everything I sell will probably make up for the 50 bucks I gave him for everything. So yeah, first up we have a PS2 Fat. With a memory card that came with all the cords and 2 controllers, 1 first party and 1 non-first party. Unfortunately, the disc tray does stick quite a bit on this one, and the only way I can fix it is to like open it up and fix it myself. And I'm not very good at opening up consoles. I've tried in the past, and I've had some varying degrees of success. But you know, it still works, and I can still get the disc tray to open all like completely. You just have to like push it up a little bit. So, you know, that does suck, but it shouldn't affect the cost too much. And then he didn't have the Wii, but he did have 1 Wii Motion Plus black controller. This probably could go for about 20 bucks alone. So, and then 1 third-party GameCube controller. Now for the games, got a decent stack of PS2 games and a really nice stack of Wii games, which I realize I'm actually missing. So I'm gonna be right back. Give me 1 second. All right, sorry about that. I'm back. First off, let's start off with the PS2 games. Got a decent stack, you know. We got Final Fantasy 12, that is complete. Star Wars Bounty Hunter. Star Wars Battlefront. Star Wars Battlefront 2. And then the 2 best games, Dark Cloud, that was complete. And then one I'm really excited to add to the collection, Dark Cloud 2. If you guys know from watching my videos, a couple months ago, I found this game at Goodwill, but instead of the game being in there, it was Guitar Hero. So I was really bummed out about that, but thankfully I managed to get it back, and this copy is complete and in very, very mint shape. So really solid find right there for, you know, what I paid for everything. I should be able to sell the games and the PS2 system for probably like 50 or so bucks on like Craigslist or something. So that's nice right there. But now for the Wii games, some really nice Wii games right here. First up, we have Thrillville Off the Rails. And we have both the Conduit 1 Special Edition, no art book unfortunately, just the manual in the game. And then Conduit 2 Limited Edition, again, no art book or anything, just the manual in the game. And then we have Super Smash Bros. Brawl, easy $15 to $20 game right there. Zelda Twilight Princess, complete. Wii Sports Resort, which is also like a $15 game. We got Monopoly, which is surprisingly like a $10 game. And then the 2 best games. The whole reason why I picked up this lot for what I did. Now, it's funny. Originally, it started out with me just paying $50 for these 2 games. I told him what they were worth, and he gave me a discount because I told him what they were worth. And then we got to talking back and forth, and he was like, well, I have, you know, a Wii system and a PS2 system, and, you know, I, you know, don't really want it anymore. I just want to get rid of it, so I'll just give it to you. And I'm like, no, don't give it to me. I'll pay you money. And he's like, no, you know what? Just go ahead and sell it. Give me some of the money, and that's that. And so I was like, okay, that's fine. So that's how it ended up being. Pretty much like I just paid $50 for these two games, got everything else for free. So these two games are definitely worth the $50. First up, we have Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. This is my first ever time owning this game. Really, really pumped to have this. Unfortunately, no music disc, and I asked him about it, and he said he couldn't find anywhere. So that sucks, but I mean, this still is like a $25 game even without the music disc, and the disc itself is very mid shape, very good. So really happy with that. But I'm even more happy about the pickup of the month. And the pickup of the month is Xenoblade Chronicles. This is a game that I've been after for some time. Just hoping one day I'd be able to find this out in the wild. This is like a $50 game right here. Easily worth what I paid for both the games, and well, technically for everything. And I'm just very, very happy to own it. And it is very mint shape. Manual and inserts are there and everything, and the disc itself is pretty much flawless. No scratches or anything. He really kept good care of the games, which I definitely told him I very much appreciated that. But really, really happy to finally add this to the collection. So, yep, that is the pickup of the month. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Sorry that I have kind of a stuffy nose. I am a little sick. I'm getting over a long going cold for a while now. Next month should hopefully be, a bit better in terms of like being able to go when they stock. I know I already have a couple of shifts available that I could go to Goodwill in my free time, so definitely going to take advantage of that. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, take care.